Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica, and today's video is my monthly collab with Smiley Shawnee and Jan Van. And of course, I'll have links to their channels in my description box. These two women are my most specialist friends, and they are two of the most amazing creators here on this platform. And I would be surprised if you have not gone and subscribed to their channels yet. But if you haven't done that, I highly recommend doing so. These two people have become daily staples in my life. I don't know how I got through my days or my evenings without both of these incredible, amazing women and friends. I absolutely love and adore both of them. And it's really funny because Shawnee and I typically are up much later than Jan is, and we get on Marco Polo and we start messaging back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And quite commonly, Shawnee will pop a text in our group text and say, Jan, if you want to skip like the last 40 Marco Polos, go ahead, because we're either trying to solve all the world's problems or we're talking about everything we've ever done from the time we were born until now. Poor Jan. I'm sure she gets up in the morning and is like, oh my God, that's too much. So for this collab, I came up with an idea of a game that I used to play with my kids when we were on road trips called Stranded on a Deserted Island. And, you know, I would just get tired of them asking me 9,000 times, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? So I came up with this. Now, I don't think I came up with this exactly. I'm sure lots of people have played the Stranded on a Deserted Island game, but it was really fun for us to do that while we were on road trips. And I thought we could apply it to a collab. Why not? So basically what you do is you just randomly select different categories, just kind of call out a category, and then each person has to give their top 3 things based on the category. Now, when I was on the road trips with my kids, I would time their answers. So they only had like 10 to 15 seconds to come out with 3 top things for each category. And if they couldn't do it, they'd lose and move on to the next person. I mean, we weren't really like keeping score, but that was the goal, to get your top 3 things of each category in the 10-second time span. So the answers are supposed to be very spontaneous. So I don't know that I'm going to get these answered in 10 seconds because typically I have to give you the whole backstory, the whole side story, front story, upside down story. So does Shawnee. Jan's a lot more diplomatic about answering questions. So I'm going to try to just quickly answer the questions or give you the top 3 for each category and move on. But I'm not going to promise you I can do that. I also want to talk about my makeup look today. Now, a lot of times when we do our monthly collabs, we will put a makeup look together as we're answering questions or whatever. And I just didn't feel like doing that today. I just wanted to put on my makeup and then sit down and film this video. But I grabbed a palette out of my collection that I feel says Deserted Island, or the colors I would love to see if I was stranded on a deserted island. And this is the BPerfect Cosmetics Carnival 3 Love Tahiti Stacey Marie palette. And this is one of my favorite palettes I have in my collection. I use shades from this part of the palette and from this part of the palette. Now, I don't want to put my glasses on. So what I'll do is I'll pop the shade names that I used and the placement of the shades in my description box in case you're interested. You may not care at all, but I will list that information in case you are. I just love it. I love the color story. I love the formulation. This is such a fun palette to play with. And then I did something kind of fun on my lips today too. I used a liquid lipstick from Menagerie Cosmetics. This is in the shade Terracotta. I'm loving this liquid lipstick. I have 3 of these from this brand. They're amazing, but I wanted to kind of jazz it up a little bit. So I grabbed a gold, well, multi-chrome actually, liquid lipstick, or it feels more like a gloss to me. But this is from VE Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Spirit, and it's so fun. It's gold and burgundy and kind of green. I think the 2 of these together was really fun, and I will definitely be doing that again. Okay, so let me get out my other phone here because I have all the categories and stuff written down here. Let me go in here. This may not make sense right now as I'm explaining it because I usually can't explain anything to save my life to have it make sense. But I think as I go through this, it'll make sense. Okay, so there are 20 categories. And again, I have to give you my top 3 for each category without giving it a ton of time or like a lot of thought. Put a lot of thought into it. Now, I did put these together like 2 or 3 weeks ago and then haven't looked at them since then. Okay, so I want this to be as spontaneous as it possibly can be. And of course, I think I've said this like 15 times now. These are all centered on if I was stranded on a deserted island. Now, if I was stranded on a deserted island, some of these things I could care less about, but this is just a game. This is just for funsies. Are you ready? Let's go. Number 1, book. I would say The Color Purple by Alice Walker, White Oleander by Janet Fitch, and then Sleepyhead by Mark Billingham, or Grown Up Kind of Pretty by Jocelyn Jackson. I'm going to go with the Jocelyn Jackson book. I do love the Sleepyhead book. That's one of my favorite books, but I've read it multiple times. And yeah, okay, just go, Erica. Keep going or we're going to be here for 3 hours. Number 2, song. From Me to You by Janis Ian. You've got to listen to that song. If you haven't, I'll pop it in my description box. It's so good. It's got the best lyrics of any song I've ever heard in my life. Let's see, Every Breath You Take by The Police. That's my favorite song. I know that's weird. And then I got to have a rock song too. Oh, geez. Probably Enter Sandman by Metallica. Yeah. Number 3 is album. Michael Jackson's History, because I could say Thriller, but I would say History because it's got more of his songs on it. Violator by Depeche Mode. Absolutely. And then, oh gosh, this is so hard. Purple Rain by Prince. I have to do that. Number 4, movie. Silence of the Lambs, of course. I'd have to bring that with me. Boys in the Hood. It's one of my favorite movies too. And then, what other one? Oh gosh, that's tough. I'm going to go with a comedy and go with Breakfast Club. Number 5, clothing. My swimsuit. If I'm on a deserted island, I'd want my swimsuit. Also, my John Cougar Mellencamp hoodie, because I basically live in it. It's covered in grease stains, but I don't care. And then I have a really cute pair of black cotton pants. They're Champion brand. And they're, pretty thin, and I can roll them up. So if I needed shorts, if it's really hot, I could roll them up, and then in the evening, I could unroll them. I'm not thinking about socks too, but anyway, whatever. Number 6, dessert. Oh, dessert on a deserted island. Cheesecake, apple crisp, and then peach cobbler. Oh yeah. Number 7, magazine. People, because I'd want to keep up with the current events. I used to be really into pop culture, and actually Wilma Fingerdew and I were chatting about that in the comment section of, I think, my last video, about how we're just not really as into pop culture, like knowing everything about everyone like we used to be. But I would still want People. Another magazine, I don't know, Cosmopolitan, I guess. And then I like YM. What is that, Young Miss or Young and Modern? I don't know what it's called now, but I think YM stands for either Young Miss or Young and Modern. I don't know. But I love the romance quizzes they have in that magazine, so I'd pick that too. Number 8, makeup product, but non-eyeshadow related. I would want my matte, or not matte. Yeah, well, it is matte. The Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Primer, because it's got SPF. Kind of make sure my face isn't getting fried. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Some lip product of some sort. And then, well, I don't know, maybe some mascara. My Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effects Mascara. Why not? I want my lashes to look good if I'm stranded on a deserted island. Number 9, skincare product. I would definitely take my scrub, my apricot scrub, that I know people will just go crazy that I use that. I'm surprised I didn't get more negative comments about that in the comment section of my no makeup and chill video where I talked about my skincare regimen. Nobody said really anything about that. I'm surprised because I thought people were going to be like, I'm done watching your content because you use that crappy product. It's horrible for your skin. Okay, let's see what else. My toner. I would take my toner. I can't remember the brand name. And then, I want a face wash. Probably, I would take my e.l.f. Daily Skin Cleanser. I like that. Or the CeraVe knockoff one that I have. But probably my e.l.f. one. I like that one better. Number 10, food. Oh, food? Lots of food. I would want Lay's barbecued potato chips for sure. I would want like chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Is that an option? I mean, it's food, right? And then what else? Like some kind of fruit, I think would be really nice too. But let's be more fun, right? Let's have more fun. Like, I don't know. Let's just go. I'm gonna stick with just berries of any kind. I don't care. Number 11, candy, freeze-dried Skittles, freeze-dried Skittles, the sweet kind and the sour kind. I like almond Snickers a lot, and I like what do we just? Oh, those bottle caps. I love those bottle cap candies. Those are so good. Number 12, game, Yahtzee. I love to play Yahtzee. I love to kick ass at Yahtzee. Mad Gab is another really fun game, but if I'm stranded by myself, that wouldn't be very fun to play. Solitaire is another really fun game. So I need to get rid of Mad Gab because that would be totally pointless by myself. Connect 4, I was going to say, but how fun would that be to play by yourself too? Uno, right? I could play Uno by myself. Yeah, let's do that. Number 13, lotion. The lotion that I have to take is that Olay lotion that I showed in my haul video that I got from TJ Maxx. I am obsessed with that lotion. I wear it constantly. Also the brown sugar and fig lotion from Bath and Body Works. Love it. And then, I don't know, like I have some Jergens, like non-scented. Well, I have my Jergens sandalwood lotion. I'll take that with me too. Or hopefully it's there already. I don't know. Number 14, perfume. Sunflowers. I love that scent. JLo Glow. Love that too. And then there used to be a perfume that was sold at Kohl's. I think it was called Wonderful. And I'm pretty sure Ashley Judd, like her face was on it. I guess it was her perfume. I'll take that too. Love it. Number 15, drink, water. Not salt water from the ocean, but actual water. I like Sprite or 7-Up. That'd be fun to have. And then, I don't know, chocolate milk. That might go bad, but I love chocolate milk. Number 16, eyeshadow palette. The BPerfect Carnival 3, Stacey Marie. Absolutely. Tahiti. Love Carnival. I don't know. I want that palette, the one that I have on my eyelids today. And then I'd have to take a Ladybug Glow palette for sure. And then I would also take Steph's new palette, the Mad Witch Cosmetics Chance palette for sure. Number 17, hair care product. I don't really use any hair care product. I do use like a heat protectant spray. I don't know that it does anything. I don't even know the brand. It smells kind of good. So that my mousse, I usually use Suave mousse. That's real exciting. Probably not really good for your hair either. And then, I don't know, hairspray, I guess. Number 18, electronic device. My phone, of course. Some sort of musical listening device, whether that be like I was going to say a CD Walkman. God, I'm aging myself so mad. Or like a iPad Nano or an iPod Nano. I'm aging myself again. Do they even make those anymore? I used to have I actually still have it. My daughter's Shuffle, her little iPod Shuffle. So, you know, or my laptop, I guess too. I don't know. A combination of 3 things out of that, or 3, whatever. Number 19, art supply. My pens and my coloring books. Absolutely. I have a huge tub full of coloring books, like a tub. And then I have like this whole multi-drawer set of pens. I would want both of those things with me on a deserted island. And then I used to do quilling, which is a really fun art type project. So yeah, I had my quilling stuff, but that's a lot. I don't care. I mean, how long are we going to be there for? If we're going to be there for a while, that'd be great to have all that stuff. And then the last one, number 20, is person. And of course, I'd want Jan and Shawnee to be there with me. But of course, like my husband, my daughter, my son, I wouldn't want my grandson there because I don't want him stranded on a deserted island. I think adults would be better suited to be stranded on a deserted island, right? Right? I'm just going back through this and making sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did, because I typically will miss a question when I do these types of collabs lately. I have to pop a comment in the comment section because I forget to answer the questions. So yeah, this was really fun. Let me know if you've ever played the Deserted Island game. We can talk about that in the comment section. And I cannot wait to go and watch Jan and Shawnee's videos. If you guys want to answer some of these questions or all of these questions or all of the categories, I mean, in the comment section, go for it. Just stick to your top 3. I know I didn't do that on all of them, but I tried. I really did. I just love to do random stuff like this where it really makes you think, but also be spontaneous at the same time. It's so fun. And I cannot wait until I collab with Jan and Shawnee again next month. It's always an absolute pleasure and a blast to hang out and collab with these 2 awesome babes. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and of course, comment down below in the comment section. I'd love to chat with you guys there. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, happy, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Drop it.